My friend, Philadelphia woke up in absolute shock today. Something massive just went down behind closed doors. Something that nearly changed everything we thought we knew about this Eagles team. The kind of move that doesn't just shift a season. It reshapes an entire franchise's destiny. Howie Roseman moved fast. Faster than anyone in this league expected. And what almost happened in those final hours before the trade deadline has the entire NFL buzzing with disbelief. Executives are calling each other. Reporters are scrambling for answers. Players across the league are wondering what just went down in Philadelphia. If you bleed green like I do, if you live and breathe Eagles football every single day, you need to hear this right now. Hit that subscribe button and drop a FlyEaglesFly in the comments, because what I'm about to tell you will shake you to your absolute core. This morning started like any other Wednesday in Philadelphia. Fans waking up, checking their phones, scrolling through the usual updates about practice reports and injury news. Then it hit like a freight train. Reports started leaking from inside sources close to the organization. Whispers from team executives who couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Rumors spreading through locker rooms across the entire league. The Philadelphia Eagles were inches away from pulling off one of the most shocking blockbuster moves in recent NFL history. We're talking about a deal that would have sent shockwaves through every single franchise from coast to coast. A move so incredibly bold that even our biggest rivals had to stop and respect the sheer audacity of what Roseman was trying to accomplish. This wasn't some small-time depth piece addition. This wasn't about filling a roster spot. Howie Roseman had his sights set on someone elite, someone who could change the entire identity of this defense overnight, someone who strikes fear into the heart of every quarterback in this league. Myles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns all-pro pass rusher. The absolute monster who terrorizes quarterbacks in his sleep and wakes up ready to do it all over again. The man who single-handedly can destroy an offensive game plan. Roseman went after him hard. This wasn't some casual phone call inquiry. This wasn't kicking the tires to see what might be available. This was a full-blown, all-out pursuit right up until the final seconds of the trade deadline. Sources inside the league confirmed that Philadelphia was prepared to make a massive offer. The kind of offer that would have shocked the football world. Imagine for just 1 second Myles Garrett lined up next to Jalen Carter on this defensive line. Imagine that absolute chaos unleashed twice a week on opposing offenses. Imagine the nightmares that quarterbacks would have for years to come trying to figure out how to protect against that kind of overwhelming force. But Cleveland shut it down hard. They refused to even entertain the idea despite Garrett requesting a trade earlier this year when frustration was boiling over. Despite their miserable 2-win and 6-loss record that has their season circling the drain. Despite the obvious frustration brewing in their locker room, with players questioning the direction of the franchise. They held firm on their massive 4-year, $160 million investment, with over $123 million guaranteed. But here's the thing that separates Howie Roseman from every other general manager in this league. He didn't care about the odds being stacked against him. He swung for the fences anyway, because that's exactly what championship organizations do when opportunity knocks. The trade deadline passed at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Garrett stayed in Cleveland wearing brown and orange. But Philadelphia didn't walk away empty-handed. Not even remotely close. Roseman had already secured Jalen Phillips in a move that flew under the radar, but added one of the most explosive young defenders in all of football. He locked down Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, bringing back a player who knows what it means to win in this city. He brought back Khalil Ringo to shore up the secondary. The defense got stronger, faster, hungrier, more dangerous than it's been in years. And while the New York Jets panicked and overpaid in a desperate move for a cornerback that had everyone scratching their heads, Roseman stayed disciplined and calculated. He didn't force a bad deal just to make headlines and appease fans screaming for a splash move. That's the massive difference between a master chess player and everyone else scrambling to keep up. Sometimes the best move you can possibly make is the one you don't make. The move you walk away from because the price isn't right. But make no mistake about it, The hunger is still there, burning hotter than ever. The aggression never left this front office. Roseman told reporters gathered after the deadline that making a significant splash was absolutely critical to their championship aspirations. That you simply don't reach greatness without taking big swings and putting everything on the line. Those words weren't just empty talk for the cameras. They were a direct warning shot to the rest of the league. Philadelphia is always just one calculated move away from going all in and changing the entire landscape. Inside the locker room at the NovaCare complex, the energy completely shifted when players saw what management was willing to do. They saw the commitment from ownership, the fire from the front office, the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines this organization. Jalen Hurts is locked in like never before in his career. His preparation is legendary. His focus is unbreakable. His leadership is inspiring an entire roster. A.J. Brown is playing with a massive chip on his shoulder after weeks of outsiders questioning his commitment and creating fake drama. The offensive line is absolutely bulldozing defenders on every single snap with a physical dominance that's reminiscent of the glory days. This team knows exactly what's at stake with every game that passes. They remember the sweet taste of that Super Bowl victory. They remember the parade, the confetti, the celebration that united an entire city. They want it again. They need it again. And now with a defense that's stacked from the front seven all the way back to the secondary, they have everything they need to make another deep championship run. The brotherhood is real and growing stronger every day. The toughness is absolutely undeniable and strikes fear into opponents. Every practice feels like war. Every drill feels like a battle. Every game feels like destiny calling. This isn't just another regular season that comes and goes. This is a powerful statement, a declaration to the entire NFL that Philadelphia will not be denied what they're chasing. But here's where this story gets even better and more personal. Monday Night Football is coming to Lincoln Financial Field. And trust me when I say this, it's personal. The Green Bay Packers are walking into our house. The same Packers who got absolutely demolished in the wild card playoffs last January, 22-10. A complete beatdown so vicious and one-sided that Green Bay went crying to the league offices asking Roger Goodell to ban the brotherly shove. They wanted our signature play erased from existence. This Monday night game isn't just about playoff positioning or standings. It's about respect. It's about proving that January wasn't some lucky fluke. The Packers desperately want to rewrite history and erase that embarrassment. The Eagles want to bury them again and make it crystal clear who owns this rivalry. Jalen Hurts is playing at an MVP level that has analysts running out of superlatives. A.J. Brown is absolutely unstoppable, making defenders look foolish on every route. Devonta Smith is making elite defenses look like they're moving in slow motion. The offensive line is creating massive holes you could drive an 18-wheeler through. And that defense, that newly loaded hungry defense, is ready to feast on Aaron Rodgers' successor. Jalen Carter is an absolute monster wreaking havoc in the interior. Jalen Phillips is hungry and bringing relentless pressure off the edge. The secondary is locked in and eliminating receiving threats. Green Bay's offense won't know what hit them when that opening whistle blows. This is the kind of primetime game that defines entire seasons. The kind of game that separates pretenders from legitimate contenders. And Philadelphia is ready to show the entire world watching on Monday night that they're still the team everyone else is chasing. Now, let's address the elephant that's been sitting in the room. A.J. Brown, the ridiculous rumors, the manufactured noise, the so-called tension that media members created out of thin air. Let me make this crystal clear so there's zero confusion. A.J. Brown is not going anywhere. Ever. Period. End of discussion. Howie Roseman said it himself in no uncertain terms. When you're chasing championships and building a dynasty, you don't trade away elite players in their prime. AJ is a team captain, a vocal leader, a warrior who bleeds midnight green every single day. The absurd idea that he's unhappy or wants out is a complete joke manufactured by people who don't understand this organization. He's not frustrated with his role. He's hungry for greatness. He wants to be remembered as one of the all-time great receivers in NFL history. That burning fire inside him is exactly what makes him special and irreplaceable. That competitive intensity is what drives this entire offense to be elite. His connection with Jalen Hurts is unstoppable and growing stronger. They're brothers on that field. And together they're going to lead this team back to championship glory. This is Philadelphia football at its absolute finest. This is what we live for every single day. The grit, the passion, the refusal to ever back down from any challenge. Howie Roseman swung for Myles Garrett and missed, but he built an absolute fortress anyway. The defense is completely stacked with talent. The offense is elite at every position. The coaching staff is locked in with a championship game plan. And the fans, the greatest, most passionate fans in all of sports. We're ready to storm through every single opponent standing in our way. Monday night against Green Bay is just the beginning of something special. This team is built for a deep championship run. And nothing in this world is going to stop us from getting back to that Super Bowl stage. If you love this team like I do, smash that subscribe button right now. Drop a FlyEaglesFly in the comments and let the entire world know. Philadelphia is coming. And we're not leaving until we hoist that Lombardi trophy again. This is our time. This is our moment. Fly, Eagles, fly.